feeling today?
A little better than the other day.
Okay, good, good. So I just wanted to review on the fact that we've been meeting. This is the fifth session, and so far you have been becoming more aware of your actions and your feelings, and you're asked for help, which is great. I'm so glad that you're here and you're still coming, which is great. And it was because your boss had talked about an incident that was at work, and he was concerned with you. He wanted you to seek some help,
Yep.
and because you trust him, you thought, okay, maybe this is a good idea. Maybe I should go. And I'm very glad that you're here. And so the incident at work was that you had a fear that a coworker was going to hurt you, and when you expressed the fears to your boss, also he thought even more that you needed help, and
Yeah.
that's good. And when you did meet with me, you were a little bit guarded, which I totally understand. You weren't really open up like you are right now, and you had to ask a few questions just to make sure that I was loyal. And I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough to open up and that you feel like I'm loyal, which is great. That's awesome. And so the story that you told me at work, that you and a couple of managers got together and chipped in to take all your employees out for lunch because you had a good work day, right?
Yeah.
And all the managers were able to chip in except for one. Yeah. And which kind of stinks, considering money-wise, it's really tight. But like you said, he did chip in a month later. It was late. He mentioned money was a little tight with his family, right?
Yeah.
And you said that he was able to finally contribute, which was great. Everyone forgave him, but you had reserves. You weren't really forgiving him,
No,
right?
I had some issues with the guy.
Yeah. Because you mentioned how his wife was celebrating your boss's birthday, so she brought over a sheet cake, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And it was really great that she brought that over and had everyone, eat a nice, delicious cake. But you were afraid that it was poison, right?
That's why I didn't have a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you think that he was trying to
I don't know, maybe I'm a little paranoid. This guy is a sleazy guy, and he's done things to other people, but they shrug it off. I don't do that. And but I'm kind of wondering if he did poison it, was he going to poison the rest of the people that had a piece of cake?
That's right.
But to be safe, I wouldn't eat it anyway. And it's not the kind of cake I liked anyway.
Oh, what kind of cake was it?
It's a chocolate cake.
Oh.
I like chocolate frosting, but with the white or the yellow cake. I don't like all chocolate.
Oh, okay. Too much
much
chocolate?
Yes.
Ooh. I'm a fan of chocolate, so I would be all about
it. Well, I am too, but that
That's
was
too
way
much.
too. Usually the frosting is like a dark chocolate.
Yeah.
It's it tastes better than the cake. But on that yellow or white cake, oh yeah, I could eat a lot of that.
Good. So why do you think that because you did mention that, the cake the whole cake probably wasn't poisoned because everyone else is eating it.
Yeah.
You just thought that only your slice was going to be poisoned? Is that what
Yeah,
you're thinking?
there's a way to inject poison in one piece.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I didn't want to take the chance. Maybe I should have cut it up myself. I would,
Maybe, yeah.
but I don't know. I'm a little paranoid at times.
How do you think the injection might have happened?
Well, if he had a syringe in his pocket, maybe I watched too much TV, but it's.
The thought is there, though.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever baked a cake by any chance?
Make the cake out of a instant cake mix. Yes,
Okay.
I have. Yeah.
Okay. Would you say it's easy or hard?
Oh no, it's easy if you go by the directions.
Okay.
Not from scratch. I didn't do it from scratch. I imagine I could do that too because I make pancakes.
Yeah, you just
No.
follow the instructions and you're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you mentioned that the cake was actually from a bakery and it was homemade.
Whoa,
So it is
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of work, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So maybe just think of it this way. I understand that you were thinking that he might have injected it, or maybe he knew that that certain corner is just for you and you only. But the mere fact that it took a very long time to get all the ingredients and to bake, the effort to actually put in a poison might be a little bit tricky. That's a lot of work, wouldn't you
Yeah,
say?
not really, because once it bakes, once it's done baking, well, couldn't you put it right in the batter?
But then everyone would be poisoned, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you're saying isolate
Yeah,
one. Yeah, yeah. It would.
a little bit tricky. Were
Yeah, it would
you
because now that I think of it, uh,
so? I'm glad that you're looking at it in a different way,
yes,
not just
yeah,
thinking that oh, it's just me, but that there might be an idea that no, maybe it is a lot more work to poison you,
yes,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. When everyone was celebrating and eating the cake, did you? Well, first of all, I do want to mention that if being in that situation, when you saw the cake, I can imagine that if you were thinking that it was poison, that you felt scared, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I can definitely understand the reason to stay away from it. I can
Yes.
definitely get that at that moment. But as I said, it is really tricky to get all that in there. So I just want
Yes.
to make sure I'm on that page. But what I want to mention and ask is, did you feel a little left out when everyone else was enjoying this cake and you
No,
were?
no, because
You didn't feel like a kid again?
oh, kid, no. Well, it was an immature thing on
Mm-hmm.
my part.
Yeah,
Like, that's what a 6-year-old would probably think.
yeah,
And like I said, I was paranoid. There's no telling what this guy would do. You know.
because I remember you telling me, talking about your brother Vinny, your older brother, right?
Yes,
He's
yeah.
older.
8
And
years.
8 years. Wow, that is quite big. That's a
Yes.
big age gap there. And you were talking about how he would make you feel like a kid and keeping you left out.
Maybe not
And
so
really,
much under him. He made me feel like I was under him. But he did that with my older sister. I don't know if he did it with my younger sister, Phyllis, but I know he did it to my older sister, and he's doing it to me. Maybe it's envy, is insecurity. It's definitely insecurity, and our mother used to do that. Well, at least to me. Well, no, actually to everybody. And but being that she was deaf since she was 9 years old, she was always on the defense. And
I can
I could
understand
see
that.
that, yeah,
Yeah,
so
being
definitely.
deaf, especially back in her generation, I
Yeah.
can't imagine. And
No
not
support.
understanding social events and gatherings and what people are saying,
Yes,
I can
yeah.
imagine that adds even more. And that's good that you recognize that it wasn't easy for her living
No,
that way.
no.
That's good. But so Vinny made you feel like you were under him,
Yes, yeah.
like he was superior because he was
Yeah.
the big
I
older
mean,
brother, right?
yeah, right. And I was closer to my brother-in-law, my older sister's husband. We went camping. He used to take me camping and stuff. No, Vinny never used to do that.
Would you want to do that with Vinny if he asked?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I would. I'll do anything, but and he used to borrow stuff from me and always break it, and
It must have been quite
all the
annoying.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he did it with Pauline. Everything, he was careless with anything, and
Would you
when,
borrow anything
when,
of his?
huh?
Would you borrow anything of his?
No,
No.
he didn't have pretty much anything in the house. Like I said, 8 years,
Oh wow,
and
yeah. You must have
when he
moved
was in
out.
college, he lived off campus. I mean, on camp, not on campus, but it was in Providence, so that they had apartments on Benefit Street, Providence. That's
Oh, okay.
so he was renting.
It's probably a lot cheaper than living on the campus too.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
because he was living with other people.
Mhm.
Then he was doing house sitting jobs for Brown University,
Really?
right near there,
Oh, that's cool.
near RISD.
Yeah. But it sounds like it would have been nice to be part of his life too, and doing all those cool brotherly things and
Yeah.
camping.
I
But
think I did more with him once the kids were toddlers.
Yeah.
You know, the oldest was not a toddler, so I used to hang out with the kids. That was after my first divorce,
mm,
so I had to do things. At Newport, I'd spend a lot of time in Newport.
yeah,
That was I enjoyed that with him. That was.
being up there in
Yeah.
Newport with them. That's
But
good.
when he starts pushing religion on me, and I don't know if he does it to piss me off. I explain to him my views. I don't believe in any dogma.
Yeah.
Get the hell off my case. But somehow, every once in a while, and then he, to piss me off, he sends my daughter Christmas cards. I told him, don't send me those religious Christmas cards because they're a farce, they're lies, and everything, and people know it. But Chris, I don't. And then, but he sends my daughter one, and just piss me off.
Why do you feel like he's doing it on purpose?
Well, he never sent her a card.
Never
He
said.
never sent her a Christmas card. It was only to me and my family. And my kids are gone. They're on their own and everything.
Mm.
And but that when I made a point, and a woman I went out with, she had birthday cards, and no Christmas cards, and she said, "Yeah, I'll give you one, the religious ones." And I sent it to him, and I marked the thing about baby Jesus and all this, and I says, "They tell you he was born December 25th. He was a Pisces. Jesus was a Pisces."
That's not December.
No.
No.
There's a lie right there, and it was just made up dogma to control us, and it worked.
So it sounds like you guys both have different views on a religion or spiritual.
Well, not only that, even my wife, my late wife, she says, you don't like authority. I said, no, I don't trust them, and I always question. I mean, if they're authoritative and it's legit, and everything, but a lot of people use their authority to get another agenda.
But him being your older brother and him being so passionate,
Oh.
well, the way I look at it this way, that he might, because he's so passionate about his religion, is that right? He's really
Yeah,
all about.
yeah.
So he might have seen all the positive in it for himself,
Well,
and
yeah.
him being the big brother, he might feel this might help David. This might help him grow because it helped him on the inside. But I understand when you say, I understand when you do say though, if you feel like he's pushing it on you, it's like, ooh, that's a bit too much. It's one thing if he's like, hey, it'd be cool if you try it out, versus you gotta try it out. That. Yeah.
He's not the only one. There's this guy Dave I work with. He was Baptist, and he tried to get me into this stupid religion, and a few other people.
What do you?
Our neighbor didn't want anything to do with us because you don't go to church.
That must have been frustrating. And how do you understand something like that? It's like,
I don't go
why?
to these people and tell them about their. Yeah, you shouldn't walk. You shouldn't be religious and everything. It's all bullshit and all that.
So you
Because
do
I
understand
don't care what they. It has nothing to do with me. Just don't prophesize it to me. That big word I learned.
It's good though that you just commented how you're okay with them celebrating it.
Oh
Do
yeah,
what they want, but don't bring it on to me.
Right. Yeah.
Have you mentioned this to your brother Vinny?
Oh yeah.
How did that go?
Well, he doesn't listen. He goes in one ear and out the other.
It's too bad.
He hears me, but he doesn't listen. It's one of those things. You know, he thinks I'm going to change. I've, you know,
He's
all the
trying,
years,
that's for sure.
and we're Catholic. We were brought up Catholic, but the fact that a Catholic priest would marry my sister-in-law because she was Protestant,
Yeah.
he got out of the Catholic religion and went Episcopal. I mean, see, the evidence is control right there. It's you know,
He might too have a hard time understanding how, because you just said how you guys were brought up in the church.
yeah.
He might not understand why you're not jumping onto it. Like, what? You grew up on it, you should be okay with it in
I
your
know.
adult
Yeah.
life. He might think that way.
Oh,
He might think other different ways.
Not going to change. You know, and well, I went 12 years with the nuns, Catholic school, and
It's a long time.
Yes,
Yeah.
too long with the nuns, and to me, I always thought they were sexually frustrated bitches, and
It sounded frustrating, though, to go to school with all.
oh yeah, and they
Yeah.
were abusive.
Oh.
You talk about the priests, well, the nuns were another thing of the spectrum. And, they were the abusers. I mean, priests did sexual abuse. The nuns did the physical and mental abuse. It came both ways. And these supposed to be children of God,
What was your experience with the nuns? How abusive were they with you?
Well,
The way they talked to
they
you?
were good teachers.
Mhm.
Very good, because that's all they had in their life.
Yeah,
You got the best education. I will give it that.
that's good.
And but the religion part.
They really
Yeah, I don't
pressed it
believe
on
in
you, I bet.
God. Never did.
Okay.
And that was kind of one time in freshman in high school.
Yeah.
Okay, religion. The same thing, redundancy, bullshit. And I kind of like skipped classes and everything. I got in trouble because I didn't want to go to catechism. I don't know if it was catechism or it was religion.
Something.
Yeah, it was a subject you had to take in 4 years.
Oh,
But it was
wow.
just the same bullshit I learned 8 years prior to that.
They
So
really
I kind of
treated it.
regressed about that. And I remember my brother Vinny and my father talking to the principal. That we called her the big woman. She was big. You don't mess with this broad. And anyway, yeah, they're going to kick me out of school because it's a Catholic school.
Yeah.
But Vinny, my father took Vinny because Vinny's much more educated. My father didn't make it past the 3rd grade, so he didn't know how to talk to the nun, and he knew this was a serious problem.
So Vinny helped them talk to
Yeah.
him. Yeah. That's
And,
a good
and
idea.
I remember this to the day. He says about forcing religion on somebody.
Huh.
He said that. I freaked out. I go, well, he goes,
Vinny said this to the nun?
yeah,
Wow. It sounded like he was almost sticking up for you.
yeah, exactly. And so what she said, she said, well, he's got to finish that class to graduate. Just have him show up, and do the best he can. Because religion class wasn't about marks and stuff.
Yeah.
The,
I would hope not.
yeah.
Yeah.
And but I'll tell you, sophomore year, junior, and senior year wasn't that bad because we got some young nuns in there, and they did religion class more creative, making
Oh, it's more
collages.
fun.
Yes.
Yeah, that always helps learning. It's one thing if you just have keeping it dry and boring, but if you add a little color, a little
yes,
art,
yeah.
a little creativity,
Yeah.
as you said,
And it
it's
worked.
easier.
I worked through it, and it
Oh,
was a
that's
good
good.
school,
Yeah.
As long as there were girls there, I was
Happy
all
with
set.
that, huh? Especially at that age, I
Yes,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
But,
When you were talking about how you don't like to take authority, I was just
well,
thinking,
maybe I word that wrong. I question
okay,
certain people's authority. Why are you doing
question.
this
Okay.
job? Because you're definitely incompetent. You know, if I feel that,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and police, I don't trust them at all, you know. And but when I got stopped last summer for running the yellow light, somehow I must have been in a good mood. I was joking with the cop. I says,
Wow.
"I'm sorry. I know I'm an asshole. What I did, and all that." And that made his day.
Just hearing you say that,
Yeah,
I bet.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we were bullshit again. And he goes,
Really?
I'm here filling in for somebody. He says, I hate 117. This is Route 117. And
that
he
construction.
said that they put me on here, and these people, I'll tell you. And I said, well, hey, there was a woman tailgate me in the back. And what I do with people, you either slow right down or I do a quick right into a parking lot.
Yeah.
And she gives me the
Pass.
finger through her through a sunroof, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and I said that started my day. I said I hate driving east of 495, and you'll know. And after that, I don't think I went. Well, did I?
Driving can be stressful, that's for sure, with other drivers too.
Yes,
But that's
yeah.
really good that you were able to have a conversation like that with the
And
cop,
control,
considering you don't like cops. You just said.
Right. I don't like the ones that I've seen. Just the way that their posture is, you know. I'm king shit, you know, and I got a gun and a badge, small dick,
The
but
power.
a gun and yes,
The
yeah.
power.
And you can,
Yeah.
well, look, the courthouse in Spencer. You have to go in there, East Brookfield.
Yes.
There's a young cop in there, and you got to take all your medal. You know, just his face, I feel like just bopping him in the face. That attitude and yeah, I'm superior to you.
I can understand that feeling of why is he acting like that?
Yes,
and
yeah.
like why does he have to act all superior?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh yeah, the 3 times I went in that courthouse,
Yeah.
it's the same kid. Doesn't smile or nothing. You know, he thinks he's king shit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at reading body language. I said, well, yeah, he's letting this job go.
He's all like, ooh,
I hope he doesn't wear a gun.
But you mentioning this is making this actually reminds me of 2 exercises I want to do with you later. But try to think of just. I understand what you mean, your perspective, and how he's acting like, yeah, I'm the best. I got my gun, I got my badge, and looking a little cocky, maybe.
Yes, yeah.
But maybe try to put yourself in his shoes, just for a sec. Just think, if you were a cop and you had a badge and you had a gun, like, you want to look safe and confident in yourself. So confident, like, I got this, and I can protect and serve. And that's usually the mentality of, being a safety officer or a cop. Like, I'm here to serve and keep people safe.
Yeah.
And I can understand you looking at it that way, like, what's up with that? Like, really, you think that you're important? He is important in the safety aspect, though.
Yeah.
So,
but I've been to jury duty and all that.
Yeah.
In Worcester, and they're not like, well, a few of them weren't like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're actually joking around. And,
well, that's good, too, if they're joking around, relax.
Yeah.
But would you be okay with a cop if he was like this? Yeah. You got a gun. Keep you safe. No. Right? But, so I'm just mentioning, just to kind of look at it in a different view.
Yeah.
Different way. So we'll take a break. We'll take a bathroom break, and then we'll come back. I have 2 exercises that I would love to show you to kind of boost that confidence. And it does have something to do with posture. So we'll try it out and then see how you like it.
Oh,
okay.
All right. You have coffee too?
I wish I did, but I'm actually out of cream, unfortunately. I
talked
to the secretary.
Something the last time.
I know. I gotta get that
Did you
situated.
see that through?
Yeah.
Are you shut off?
No. So we'll do the break. I got some water, and then we'll go from there. Okay.